Trump administration has warned against taking Tylenol, linking the pain and fever-reducing medication to a rise in autism.
But the Kentucky Psychological Association says autism was always around. We just test for it more often now. Ian Hardwitt has more from the group's director, who says it's too early to make any recommendations about Tylenol.
If there was a clear, easy answer, I feel really comfortable that we'd have it right now.
Eric Russ leads the Kentucky Psychological Association. He says the rising number of Americans diagnosed with autism can be explained by more frequent screening and disorders like Asperger's being reclassified to autism spectrum disorder. In 2006, CDC data showed 1 in 10 Americans diagnosed with autism. Today, it's 1 in 31 Americans.
And now we're much more likely to have kids flagged by a parent or a teacher or another adult in their lives and get them in for screening so they actually get the help that they need.
President Donald Trump believes he has one answer.
Don't take Tylenol.
Tylenol is the name brand version of the pain pill. This is just a generic version from a pharmacy. Its key ingredient is acetaminophen, which also treats fevers. The president blames that ingredient for a rise in autism across the country. Under Trump, the FDA will advise American doctors not to prescribe acetaminophen during pregnancy.
They are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary.
The administration's most recently cited study from Johns Hopkins in 2019 found the likelihood of an autism diagnosis increased with the exposure to acetaminophen. A more recent Swedish study disagrees. It examined birth records from 1995 to 2019, looking at 2.5 million children. The study found siblings usually shared an autism diagnosis, even when one was not exposed to acetaminophen in the womb, while the other was exposed. Trump's administration pledged to dig deeper.
To identify the etiology of the autism epidemic and how patients and parents can prevent and reverse this alarming trend.
There is some investigation into the impact of fever on autism and again, other neurodevelopmental disorders. And it's important that we, again, let that science play out.
Russ said the FDA's advice jumps the gun on a scientific consensus. In Louisville, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement, Louisville's Norton Healthcare says, quote, "We urge pregnant patients to talk to their provider about taking any kind of medication."